I felt it, that presence, that cold, suffocating awareness. I turned. She was standing. I used to think hauntings had rules. Old houses, midnight footsteps, doors creaking open just enough to make you question whether you close them. That kind of thing. That's what I told myself when it started. The first time I saw her, she was standing in my hallway. I'd just gotten home from work, exhausted, keys still in my hand. The porch light was off, which was strange. I always left it on, but I didn't think much of it. I stepped inside, dropped my bag by the door, and looked up. She was just there, at the end of the hall, a woman in a pale dress, her hair hanging down over her face like wet strands of seaweed. She wasn't moving, she wasn't breathing. She didn't sway or blink or twitch. She just stood there, watching me. Then she was gone. That's the thing about the first time. You can explain it away. Your brain scrambles to protect you. Stress, exhaustion, trick of the light. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe your mind just slipped. I told myself all of that until the second time. It was 3 nights later. I woke up to the sound of something dragging across the floor. A slow, heavy scrape. I lay still in bed, staring into the dark, trying to convince myself it was outside. Maybe a branch. Maybe the neighbor's trash can tipped over. Scrape, pause, scrape, pause. My throat tightened as I slowly turned my head toward the foot of the bed. She was there, crawling. Her fingers, long, gray, dug into the carpet as she pulled herself forward. Her dress trailed behind her like something soaked and heavy, whispering against the floor with each movement. Her head was tilted sharply to one side, and though her hair still covered her face, I knew she was looking at me. I could feel it. Scrape. Pause. Scrape. She got closer. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I squeezed my eyes shut. "Go away," I whispered. The scraping stopped. For a moment there was nothing. Silence so complete it rang in my ears. And then, a hand brushed against my ankle. I screamed. I turned the lamp on next to my bed. I was alone. I couldn't go back to sleep after that. I told myself I was having night terrors, sleep paralysis, something explainable, something normal. I called in sick to work the next day and spent hours researching. Hallucinations caused by stress, anxiety-induced visions, even early signs of neurological disorders, every explanation incomprehensible. But I clung to them anyway, because the alternative meant she was real. The third time wasn't at home. That's when everything changed. I was at the grocery store, bright lights, people everywhere, the steady hum of refrigerators and chatter, safe, normal, real. I was standing in the cereal aisle, staring blankly at boxes. That's when I noticed, at the end of the aisle, a gap between shelves. And in that gap, her, standing perfectly still. My chest tightened, my vision tunneled. No one else noticed her. A woman walked right past the aisle, laughing into her phone, completely unaware. I forced myself to look away. This wasn't happening. This couldn't be happening. I turned to leave, but she was closer. Halfway down the aisle now, no sound, just closer. I dropped my basket. Someone asked if I was okay. I couldn't answer, because she was moving, not walking, gliding, closing the distance. I ran out, leaving my groceries. I didn't look back. I just ran until I was in my car, doors locked, breath tearing out of me in sharp, broken gasps. I checked the rearview mirror. For a second, I thought I saw her in the back seat. I sped home. It got worse. She followed me everywhere. Work, the parking lot, the restroom. Once, I saw her reflection in my computer screen, standing behind me, even though I was alone in the office. Another time, I heard her breathing from inside a bathroom stall. only to find every stall empty when I forced myself to look. Sleep became impossible because she was always there, sometimes standing in the corner, sometimes crawling along the ceiling, sometimes right beside my bed, her face inches from mine, her hair parting just enough for me to glimpse something underneath. Something that made my stomach twist and my mind recoil before I could fully process it. Then one night, she wasn't alone anymore. They started appearing about 3 weeks after my first encounter with her. At first, just shadows, figures at the edges of rooms, reflections, each one different, each one broken in its own way. A man with no eyes, his sockets dark and vast, a child with a swollen face, its mouth opening in a silent scream. A woman with something moving under her skin, writhing, pressing outward like it wanted to escape. They didn't touch me. Not at first. They just watched. Always watching. Waiting. I tried to leave. I packed a bag, drove 3 hours to stay with my sister. I didn't tell her everything, just enough to explain why I looked like I hadn't slept in days. She made me tea, told me I was safe there. For a few hours, I believed her, until I went to the bathroom. I splashed water on my face, gripping the edge of the sink, trying to steady myself. "Get it together," I whispered to my reflection. For a moment, everything was normal. Then my reflection blinked. I hadn't. My breath caught. Slowly, my reflection smiled. Its mouth stretched beyond natural, splitting at the corners, teeth dark and jagged. I stumbled back. The mirror cracked. I felt it, that presence, that cold, suffocating awareness. I turned. She was standing in the doorway, her hair parted, just enough, and I saw her face. I don't have the words for it. It wasn't just wrong, it was impossible. Her features shifted, sliding over each other like they didn't belong to a single shape. A mouth that opened in layers, each one revealing something deeper, darker. And her skin, it moved. She tilted her head, bones cracked. I heard her, a whisper. "Come with us." I ran. My sister came running after me, but I didn't say goodbye. I didn't explain. I just got in my car and drove. There's nowhere I could go. That's the truth I learned too late. It didn't matter how far I drove. It didn't matter how many people I was around. I see them everywhere, in the corners of crowded rooms, standing perfectly still while everyone else moves. I hear them in the static of radios, in the hum of fluorescent lights, in the quiet moments, in the chaotic moments, everywhere. They've started getting closer, all of them, not just her. Tonight feels different. The air's thick, heavy, like the moment before a storm breaks. I'm sitting on my bed, my back pressed against the wall. They move, closer. I can't risk it. Not tonight, not when they're all here. I can see them now. They're standing all around me, dozens of them, maybe more, silent, watching, waiting. And at the center, her, closer than she's ever been. So close, I can see every shifting detail of her face. She smiles. They all do. All at once, their mouths opening in unison. I squeeze my eyes shut. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. But I do. I hear them, all of them, whispering, right beside me, inside my head. "Come with us." A hand touches mine. Cold. Not one hand, many. Gripping, pulling. I try to scream, but my voice doesn't come out. My body feels distant, like it's not mine. I open my eyes, and I'm not in my room anymore. That was the last entry into the diary I found on the shelf in the bedroom closet. My husband said it sounds like the last owner went crazy. I thought that too, until I came home from work late last night, and for just a split second, I thought I saw a woman standing in the hallway.